Rewire your brain. 7 neuroscience-backed habits for peak mental performance. Your brain is not fixed. Through a process known as neuroplasticity, your brain constantly adapts, remodels, and rewires its structure based on your daily behaviors. If your day consists of endless scrolling and high stimulation, your brain optimizes for distraction. If your day consists of focus, movement, and critical thinking, your brain optimizes for strength and clarity. The 7 core brain sharpening habits. 1. Train your focus like a muscle. The problem: constant task switching and checking notifications force your brain to pay a switching cost, which drains mental efficiency and induces severe cognitive fatigue. The habit: practice 20 minutes of uninterrupted focus daily on a single task. No phone, no lyric-heavy music, and no multitasking. The result: your brain builds resistance to stimulation addiction, sharpening your memory, decision-making, and emotional regulation. 2. Prioritize sleep as brain maintenance. The science: sleep is not passive rest. It is active maintenance. During sleep, the brain clears metabolic waste, consolidates long-term memories, and repairs neural pathways. The consequence: sleep deprivation drastically reduces activity in the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for logical thinking and impulse control, leading to reactive, emotional, and foggy decision-making. The habit: maintain consistent sleep timings and eliminate screen exposure before bed. 3. Consume content above your comfort level. The problem: short-form, rapid-cut media feeds the brain cheap dopamine bursts, training it to maintain a shallow attention span. The habit: read at least 10 pages a day of challenging material, e.g., psychology, philosophy, neuroscience, or biographies. The strategy: pause and actively reflect by asking, what is the core argument here? And how does this apply to my life? 4. Exercise for brain chemistry, not just aesthetics. The science: physical movement increases blood flow to the brain and triggers the release of neurochemicals that accelerate learning and critical thinking. It also burns off cortisol, the primary stress hormone, which damages memory over time. The habit: engage in 20 to 30 minutes of daily movement, walking, weight training, running, or yoga. Choosing to move despite feeling lazy directly trains self-discipline. 5. Protect your mind from dopamine overload. The problem: when the brain is flooded with instant gratification from digital entertainment, simple productive tasks like studying or working begin to feel physically painful because they lack intense stimulation. The habit: build strict boundaries. Allow moments of absolute silence. Take walks without headphones, eat meals without watching videos, and sit without looking at your phone. The result: your baseline dopamine levels stabilize, causing your natural focus, motivation, and mental calm to return. 6. Master emotional regulation. The science: high emotional intelligence minimizes internal cognitive chaos, preserving your executive brain power for high-level decision-making. The habit: introduce a pause between a stimulus and your reaction. Instead of internalizing a state, I am angry, observe it objectively. I notice the feeling of anger. This simple shift separates your rational mind from temporary emotional impulses. 7. Commit to consistency over motivation. The truth: motivation is a temporary emotional state. Consistency is a structural brain design. Neural pathways are built entirely through steady, predictable repetition. The rule: small, repeated efforts radically outperform rare, intense bursts. Reading 10 pages every day beats reading 100 pages once a month. A 20-minute daily workout beats one extreme session followed by 2 weeks of inactivity. The Brain Training Blueprint. Summary Habit Daily Action Step Neural Benefit 1. Focus training 20 minutes of single tasking eliminates cognitive switching costs. Point 2. Quality Sleep Fix Bedtime. Remove night screens clears metabolic brain waste. Fixes cognitive fog. Point 3. Deep reading 10 pages of challenging material strengthens analytical paths and active memory. Point 4. Daily movement 20-30 minutes of any physical exercise elevates oxygen flow. Lowers chronic stress. Cortisol. Point 5. Dopamine reset intentionally embrace quiet moments lowers your stimulation threshold. Brings back natural focus. Point 6. Emotional pause 3 seconds before reacting shifts control from emotional centers to the rational prefrontal cortex. Point 7. Pure consistency show up even without motivation structural identity change through repeated neurofiring. Final takeaway. Real self-improvement is not driven by temporary motivational hype. It is driven by tiny, disciplined daily patterns repeated long enough to physically reshape the architecture of your brain.